So you're planning a date night in Greeley, Colorado. When I think of a date night, immediately I'm thinking dinner and a show. And what better place to go than Union Colony Civic Center and one of our My Greeley Grub restaurant locations. So that's what we're here to talk to you about today. And one of the first shows coming up that we recommend, which Becca here actually has some inside scoop about, is Danu coming to the Union Colony Civic Center. Can you give us kind of the lowdown of what Danu is? There's a fun term that you use that I'm really excited about.
Yes. So Danu is great for people who are fans of the trad sesh. And if you don't know what a trad sesh is, that's short for traditional session. It's mouthful. And it's Irish pub music. So if you picture yourself like over in Cork on like a once-in-a-lifetime vacation, there's stone walls and you're drinking a Guinness and people start playing on a fiddle or a button accordion with tin whistles, that's a trad sesh. And Danu is one of the world's premier Irish ensembles, and they've been performing for over 2 decades, and they're coming to the Union Colony Civic Center on March 16th. They'll be here just in time for St. Patrick's Day. So we were talking about date nights. What we think you should do, it's the night before St. Patrick's Day, start off at one of the town's Irish pubs. Now, we have quite a few pubs in our downtown area like Patrick's, but we recommend Greeley Grub menu. Head to the Cow Saloon and Eatery. So the Cow has sandwiches. They have a dinner menu that now sometimes has things like prime rib, and you can get a nice hearty meal, a big pint of beer, and then you'll be right around the corner from the Union Colony Civic Center for that performance. And you'll get your St. Patrick's Day kicked off the right way. So that's our first one on the list, is this March 16th. Grab a pub beer and then head to Danu.
And I know we all want to just close our eyes in the middle of winter and just escape somewhere. So what better place than the Irish countryside?
Right. Yeah, think spring thoughts.
Right.
Foggy dew. It's happening. It's going to warm up.
Surely the snow will be melted by then.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. Next coming up is a really exciting performance that it can be date night, it can be family night. There's a lot of opportunities. It can just be like go out with your friends night. But it's Madagascar the musical, and it's the premiere performance. As in, this is the first performance in the country, and it's coming to Greeley, Colorado.
Yeah, we're kicking it off. No one in the U.S. has seen it before unless they were traveling overseas, and you can get it here in Greeley.
On April 8th. So, date night, plan for Madagascar the musical. Where do you think they should go get some food?
Okay, so for this one, we're going to kick you off on the west side. So because this is a family-friendly show, you might want to take your kids, your nieces and nephews. So we're going to say head to Cable's. And on our Greeley Grub menu, they talk about their spaghetti, which is famous. And what kid doesn't like spaghetti and meatballs?
What adult doesn't like spaghetti and meatballs?
It's true. Great garlic bread, great Italian food, wonderful meal, and then you'll head from the west side downtown to catch that performance.
And there's some really great offers right now. You can actually get a discount of 50% off a ticket if you fill out a coloring sheet for one of your kiddos. It's between 2 years and 15 years if they want to participate in that, limited to 2 kids per family. And that goes through April 7th. So that's another great opportunity to maximize your ticket purchase and bring the family here.
Yes, I know in my household we're turning it into 2 outings. So we've got Madagascar, the cartoon, ready to stream because my kiddos are young enough that they didn't see it the first round. So we're going to do at home, watch the movie with popcorn, work on our coloring sheets, and then we're going to take them to their first ever musical, and it's going to be a national premiere. So they're pretty excited about that.
What a great entry point into musical theater for kiddos. Is
absolutely
a super fun musical like Madagascar.
Totally.
So following the kid theme, we always have a kids show that comes up for the Union Colony Civic Center, and this year it's How to Survive Middle School. It's a great fun comedic show with also some great talking points to bring your kids that are in that middle school age range, maybe coming in, maybe going out, and take them to a fun show. It's only $5. So again, super accessible, really brief window. If you go to the show, there are great opportunities to maybe swing by and pick up dinner somewhere after, right?
Yeah, and so Pellegrini is one of our Italian restaurants that now has an Italian style fresh market where they make fresh pasta in-house, homemade sausage, and you can go to the market, pick up some stuff and take it home. And for that one, I think this is a great idea because like Rachel said, they're talking about themes about what it's like to be a middle schooler. And any of us who have been through puberty know it's a trying time. It's funny, but it's tough when you're in it. And so it's a great way to go see a quick show and then to get a family style meal that you can take home and chat with your kiddos about their experiences, about what they liked about the performance, and really embrace that sort of family feel, both in your meal and in your activity.
Yeah, it's really probably nothing better than comfort food, Italian,
Yes.
if you want to go home and chat about some of the show themes with your kids.
Totally.
And then last on the lineup for UCCC this spring, really excited about this one. It is Yesterday and Today, the interactive Beatles experience. And when I say interactive, I mean the audience is calling the shots on this one. They started out with cards where you can write down a song request, anything from any Beatles album, song, whatever that the Beatles wrote. And then they also want you to have a story tied to it. Like, what did this song mean to you? When did you first hear it? And that creates the entire show, which I think is the coolest thing ever, that the audience gets to say, you know, Sgt. Pepper's is the one that I want to listen to, or I want to hold your hand, and then have this really cool reason behind it. So that's the show, and I think this opens the door to all sorts of opportunities for date nights.
Absolutely. There are a lot of ways that you could celebrate this one. What I like for this one is get into the romantic feel, go out for a nice cocktail. We have quite a few distilleries and breweries on our Greeley Grub menu. And so Syntax Distillery, their cocktail on our menu is called the Basilisk. And it's like mojito adjacent. It's made with basil, and the basil is grown in their fresh garden. And so something like that, or you can head to 477 if you're more of a whiskey drinker. Grab a cocktail or head to one of our many breweries. Rule 105 is on there. WeldWorks is on there. We've got tons of options. Check it out. But grab a drink, sit down with the one you love, and talk about what you're going to put on your cards. And so we were doing this in the office over lunch the other day as we were like, okay, who's going to the show? What are you going to request? And so for me, I was saying, I'm going to request When I'm 64, which is the song I danced to with my dad at my wedding. And so everybody has a story like that with the Beatles. We all, like, they're so universal and for music fans that everyone's got a good Beatles story. So you can sit down, chat about it, talk about what you want to put on your cards, and then head to the show. Or, if you prefer, grab dinner beforehand and get the cocktails after. Either is a great idea.
Right, and if you're coming to the Union Colony Civic Center, stop by the Toyton Gallery, which we're in, to make another fun middle way of your date night and tour the art before you go into your show.
Yes, the Toyton Art Gallery is a free gallery with rotating exhibits. There are about a dozen exhibits a year, and it's always open before a Union Colony Civic Center performance. So grab your dinner or your drinks, and then while you're waiting, don't just go sit in your seat and twiddle your thumbs while you wait for the performance to start. Come to the gallery and check out the art before you find your seat.
Right. So it seems to me like there's a lot of date night opportunities coming up.
Absolutely.
And you should take advantage of it.
Yes. And so if you would like to find out more about the Greeley Grub menu, you can head to mygreeley.com/Greeley-grub. Or if you would like to find out more about the performance, we have all of the Union Colony Civic Center performances listed on our events calendar and at ucstars.com.